Alright, I forgot to mention this one thing. I have a printer at home, so I'm very fortunate that I don't have to outsource this. But this is a 13, I have a tabloid, or it prints larger than the tabloid. It's a large format printer, and it prints 13 by 19. Actually, I think it prints up to 13 wide by 20 some inches long. So this is an actual print that didn't make it because it was really blown out. It was like overexposed as far as the printout. So I use Adobe InDesign, and then I'll print it out with a crop mark so you can see here, and then I would hand cut this so it will fit inside those plastic sleeves that I showed you that I got from Pinot Zingaro. So yeah, once I cut it to size, it fits in there, and this easily fits in 2 sheets of these 13 by 19 size paper. I use the Canon matte paper. It's interesting, like I tried different papers. I have a Canon printer, so the one thing, this paper runs a little bit warm, and I actually ended up liking the warmer paper, but halfway through the printout, you know, for the portfolio, I ran out of paper, so I had to switch to a heavyweight matte paper by a different company called Koala, and that paper had like a cool feel to it. So yeah, this is the paper I use from Canon. Comes in this big, lovely photo paper, premium matte. This was like $89. Yeah, it's pretty pricey. You get 50 sheets of this stuff, so it's expensive. I also, the other company, this is the other company I used, and their paper is the Koala double-sided matte photo paper. Comes in a huge thing, like with this one, 50 sheets of this. But if you notice, like even through the plastic, you can see the difference. Like this is a cooler paper compared to the Canon paper. Can you see the difference? I think when you have, so I tried in the portfolio, so when I ran out of paper, I made sure like the 2 facing pages were with the same type of paper, so you didn't notice as much. So anyways, ink is really expensive, so I didn't want to have to reprint everything out on new paper. The double-sided matte paper, it really is double-sided, so I can print, if I mess up on one side, flip it over, run it through the printer again, and it holds up really well. So yeah, but it was interesting to see like how much brighter this is. It's also a warm white. This is a cooler white, so it's like a personal preference. What do you prefer for your paper? I mean, I do, but this is a great quality paper as far as thickness, and I've used it for other promotional projects to send things out. But anyways, that's a little bit about the paper I use for printing out my artwork. I also use this paper for when I make my prints. Oh yeah, last thing. What else? Yeah, when I make prints for my Etsy shop, that's the paper that I use. And so works great. I like it for my prints. So yeah, if I have a choice, I use the Canon, but if I run out, I always have a backup stash of paper of the Koala double-sided. But the Koala I mainly use if I'm doing like self-promotional handmade projects, and I know that I'm gonna hand cut, I'm gonna do something special and send it out, and I need to be able to print from both sides. So anyways, hopefully that helps explain the kind of paper I use. Hey everybody, I am working on updating a page in my portfolio, and I've shown like an unboxing of the portfolio that I got. I got one of those fancy Pinot Zingaro portfolios for whenever I have to go in person to meet somebody. Anyways, the first page, the plastic sleeve is kind of messed up, so I want to pull it apart. So when you get these, they're not all screwed together, but I've gone ahead and I've put in the pages, so I just have to unscrew. And there's a back part of it that these little screws go into. think mine is about 11 by 14 or 15 in size. Sometimes you have to hold it from the back here to make sure. Like, I didn't over tighten these like I did before because they were kind of a pain to undo. So I just want to fix this first cover sheet because it's a little bit messy. I don't know if it's because of, you know, handling things. So I just use a flathead to unscrew these. So I do feel like they kind of get beaten up. Well, I haven't had this portfolio very long, and the plastic cover on this first one was already getting kind of messed up, so I was like, oh, I need to switch it out. I've already printed out my new pages. Alright, so I had this book dummy held by a ribbon. So there's these other, screws at the bottom, or yeah, so I'm just taking this one out, and then I have a replacement sleeve. Because I bought extras to be on the safe side, but they don't look that great either. When I look at this, it's kind of... This one's kind of messy looking too. See if I can get a better one. And they attract like lint and hair all the time. I don't know that this one is any better. I'm looking at these and just kind of checking. It's a little bit cleaner. It's not as lint filled. So I'm going to use that one. And I'm just going to open this up. And see, I put in 2 printouts at a time. I can pop this open. And slide this in. It's a tight squeeze. I print out 11 by 14 inch size paper, and so those little posts there. So I need to put this and line it up here. Oh, I need to put this. Okay, so I want to like loop this. Pop that in there. And then I just hand screw these in, and you just have to press down on this part of it so it doesn't pop back up. So that's why I kind of go like it's like, really? I mean, it's nice because you can adjust the number of sheets that go into your portfolio. But yeah, I do believe the price racked up to be like, I easily spent $200 on my portfolio. All right. And I might just tighten this a little bit, just so I don't lose these, because these, I don't think are cheap to have to replace. Got it. Okay. So yeah, my book dummy. And this is full size attached by ribbon. And then this is a flip through of my portfolio. So these are printed out full size, so the client can see printed samples of my work. I do think it is nice though, because this is so big and it's something physical, like I wouldn't be as scared of like if I put it on a like an iPad or something like that. You don't want to leave something like that out. I do feel like, see, like I got the frosted glass one, and it does get a little bit, you know, linty. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, it attracts lint and dust like crazy. But with that said, they do give you a case so you can put all of your stuff in. And I have like a little extra bag that I put like postcards and business cards inside of, and then I can carry everything and just put my portfolio in the plastic sleeve. I think if they didn't have this plastic sleeve, it would really get beat up even more. But at least with the plastic sleeve, I know it's like somewhat protected. So I'll just slide that in there, and then I can close it up, and then I'm ready to go to a conference. So like yeah, if you ever get a chance to meet with a book publishing client and in person, I know with the pandemic it's been pretty rare, but now that the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators, a lot of those conferences are going back to in person. It gives you an opportunity to meet with professionals in the industry that are actually hiring, like editors, meeting agents, literary agents, illustration agents, and people who work in the industry. So, and plus they have some amazing workshops too that you can learn from. So anyways, with that said, that's just how you screw and put those things on and add a page in there. All right, talk to you later. Bye.